What's up, guys? With the Sonic 3 movie coming out in a couple of days, I thought I would review these 3 Sonic the 3 movie figures. I've only got the 3. I'm looking for the Knuckles, but I just can't find it. I did not get the Dr. Eggman because I just don't think it scales properly. Looks like a good figure, but it just doesn't seem to go with the rest of the figures. I'm going to start with Tails, but I want to talk about something that's similar with all these figures, and that's the eyes. The eyes look like they're kind of reset in and have a plastic film over them, and it's meant so that it kind of follows you as you go, as you can see. Is this a good choice? I'm not sure. Sometimes it can come off a little creepy. Also, with the shadow eyes, they're not quite perfect. So let's quickly talk about accessories. There are none. No accessories come with any of these guys. They are at about a $20 price point at your Walmart and anywhere else you can get them. So they don't come with much. There are zippo, zero, nada accessories that come with this. Let's talk articulation. Now, first off, I'll say I just love the sculpt for all 3 of these. Pretty dang awesome. This little guy's got minimal head movement. It's gonna go very little bit up, very little bit down, tiny bit of back and forth. And because the head is so dang large, for all 3 of these, we're gonna run into some issues standing them up. Now, he has a cheat code because he's got these tails. They do articulate, so that's not too bad. Quite a bit of articulation on that ball joint. No, that's not a ball joint. It's on some sort of peg or something like that. Arms, got a tiny little shoulder hinge there. You can see that goes up. Now, I thought this guy would move a lot smoother. It's tight right there. It is tight. It's not. It doesn't move quite as nice as you want it to. The arms are very small. You've got your joint there. You got an elbow joint. It's kind of a little bit weird. It's a little bit of a ball. But it doesn't, it's just kind of weird. It doesn't really line up too well. You've got your wrist, goes back like that, comes up like that, and then you've got your finger joints here. Instead of having hands, multiple hands, they've got this finger joint. Close the hand right there. You can grab onto something real nice. No ab crunch on this guy, but I don't think it's necessary with such a small body. Legs, difficult to work with. He's gonna run back like that. He's got his knee joint there that seems to be single jointed. He can kick this far up. Can he go to the side, I wonder? Yeah, if you point that joint the right way, it will go to the side. No boot swivel right here, but you can see that he's got a ball there. You can go that far back on the foot, that far up, and then there's quite a bit of a swivel. This guy's got 20 points of articulation altogether, and yeah, it's pretty good. See if you can twist that around. Feels pretty good, other than the fact that a couple of the joints are just weird and hard to work with. Pretty cool though. I'm gonna call him a win. I'm a Sonic fan, but I'm not a huge Sonic fan. But these guys have got to be the best. Moving on to my boy Sonic here. He's got 22, I believe. 22 points is correct for both of these guys. They both are just fantastic sculpts and stuff like that. I'm only going to do the articulation for Sonic here because Shadow here has all the exact same articulation. Head, crunch a little bit that way. Not a lot of head space with these guys because their heads are so huge. Like you can see with this guy, you know, watch him actually. Yeah, so you're gonna have trouble standing this guy. Same with that, and also because they're so top heavy, the joints just aren't strong enough with those little legs sometimes. I think you'll see that more with this guy here. You can barely keep him upright. That joint is way loose there for that huge noggin of his. Pretty crazy. Spins about that far. You can get it. Yeah, you're not going to go all the way around because of the spikes. This guy feels a lot better than Tails. As you can see, there's some pretty good range. We've got the elbow joint there. Not elbow joint. Don't be silly. You've got your shoulder joint there. You got a ball right here by the looks of it. It's going to give you some pretty decent range. You can get a good T-pose out of this guy. You know, he can reach. If you position him the right way with that elbow, you're not going to get a straight up because of that that big noggin of his. That elbow is, it's weird on that ball joint there, but it gives you a nice range, and it's smooth. Same thing with the hand. It's got that same hand joint. The movement, oh, that's super tight. That's not even going to move there. Yeah, I don't even know if I can move these hands, but there is a joint there. Oh yeah, they're super tight. This guy does have a ab crunch. Does it work? Does it work? It's laughable. It's not going to give you much. Similar to this guy. Yeah, actually, I feel like you're getting a little more movement with this guy. Head's a little bit better. All around, I think. Yeah, I think he might be a little bit smoother, a little bit better. Legs go out into a split. You do have a joint here to turn that. That's not something that you get with the small legs or tails. It'll go back like that. It'll go up like that. Knees work really nicely. Yeah, the foot, lots of swivel there. It's gonna go that far back, that far up. This foot, I've noticed, is stuck completely. I cannot get that foot loose. Maybe a little bit heat, but you know what? I'm pretty satisfied with these guys. They're just cool. They look fantastic. And look at that range on that foot. A little bit of swivel. The details on this guy are just phenomenal. It's got the rings, got a good swivel right up here, giving you good range. And take a look at those eyes. You can see what I mean by it's just not quite finished up there. Just not quite. Look at the smirk he's got. What an evil guy. What an evil guy. One thing I will say about the Sonic is that it does have a very noticeable crease line here. Also, it has these things in here, little translucent pieces, and I think that's intended for a light up feature that was with another toy and they just didn't change the model. I think I would personally paint over that. I don't think it's necessary, and I think it takes away from this figure. But all in all, I think that these guys are a win. I think they're fun to play with. Very difficult to stand, as you can see, but I think they're great. They're from Jakks Specific. They're only 20 bucks a piece, and why not pick them up, guys? Thanks a lot for joining me. Take care, guys.